Hi everyone. Today we are continue working on the TapToBreakC tutorial. Today we are going to talk about the score. It allows you to update score dynamically in the game. So there are a couple steps we are going to do. The first step is the set up the prefab. And the second step is initialize. Initialize in the script. Then we will go to create we will make it happen while we tap on the object to break it, and we will get a score. Let's say tap to get score. Tap and get a score. So these three major steps. So let's start from the first one. Going back to the Unity, we open the in-game Unity theme, and under the canvas in-game we can create a text and change this one to score text. Maybe we can duplicate from this one, it's easier because this one is already adjusted. We copy this name and delete this one, duplicate this one with the Command D, and paste this name in here. So once it's done, we should be able to see something in here, and let's change to 999,999. That's our default number for the score. So we want to put our score in this location, and we can put the title text. Actually, it's the level text. Move a little bit under the button, so we can set this one to the align to the button. Actually, let's try that again. Before it was here, and there's an offset in here we set to 0. Then we realign this one to the button. So it's under here. Let's move up a little bit, like this one. Okay, and let's change to a different perspective, like iPhone 4 tall. That's okay. Go back to the iPhone 5 tall. And then this is score text. We can align to the 0. Actually, it's on the top, and you want to do -32. You change to 999. So this part is done. We can hit apply in here and save the project. If you are using any kind of a version control, you can do that. If you don't use any version control software, then you can skip this step. So we also need the second step is the initialize. So we need to create a script in here. Let's call it GUI control. Actually, it will be a game control let's still call it GUI control. Open this one. So in the GUI control, we need to do the initializer in the different section. So the first one we are going to do is the set up the variable. This one will be the public, and the type is the game object. Let's call it score text. So in the start menu, we need to set this score text to be always on. Always on. So in this case, we can test in the game right now. We drag this one to be under the canvas game script. And you see a score text is empty here. So we drag this one and drop in here. And let's try turn it off right now. And in the game, when we play the game, it's supposed to turn it on automatically. Okay, it's working. Let's go back to the script. So we continue our initialize. So the next thing, we are going to update the score in the update section. The easiest way to do is write some code like this and get the component, get the text component in here. We should turn it on right now. And then we get the text component. The way we need to get the text component showing in here, we need to using Unity Engine UI in here. Then we can show the text component in here to get it from here. And then we can access this prefab. Then we need to assign a value, an initial value in here. So in this case, we need using another script to control all the value. So we create a data center in here. That's a hold up in here. Go back to create another script for all the value control. Let's call it a data center. Open this one. And then we don't need these stuff, so we just delete. Right now we need to create a variable called it's a public integer style and called a score. So let's save this script. Go back to the GUI control and assign this one to sorry, I forgot one thing. We need to set to public static to let any other script can access it in here. So now we can see that. So it's supposed to show something in here. We can set the initial score for testing. We can set to 100. it should show 100 in here. And also it says we need to convert type. We cannot convert type int to the string So we need to do one more thing in here to make it to a string, convert to the string type. This should be okay right now. So it's compiling. Then we hit the play. You should see the 100 in here. So that means it's working. So next thing we are going to do is to make it can really work in the game while we tape the object to break it. To doing this, we need to go back to the main camera, open the TapToBreakC script in here, and under the script 1 current HP greater than 0, we need to put a score update in here. Let's hide this one. And when each time you got a hit, we need to add up a score in the data center. Let's use this one, plus sign and the equal sign, and the plus data center hit point. We don't have this one, so we need to create another one in here. Still using the public static int hit point. Right now we can set hit point to 100. So which means you will get a 1000 score per hit. So let's set back to the 0. So once it's done, we hit the Command K to compile the script in here. There's no errors, it's a good thing. We go back to the game, and then we hit the play. When we hit, we got a score. Hit again, we got a second score. You keep adding up until the HP is down to 0. So this one is how you make the score can change dynamically. Pretty simple.